88 for 2. Once again, Ganguly sprinting for the single. Again, a direct hit. Might have had him in trouble. Dinesh Mongia is the new batsman out here for India. He's replaced Virendra Sehwag. He's found the gap. Will not reach the boundary though. Mongia off the mark. 91 for 2. Just 14 overs have been bowled, so the fielding restrictions will apply for one more over. Hussain has decided to get Ashley Giles into the attack. Now, the man on strike is Sourav Ganguly. The field has to be up. You can see Giles, if he's going to toss the ball up, will be close to the pads of Ganguly. Wouldn't want to bowl off stump just outside. Now with the field up. He's got that away fine. That beats Goff. And will run into the boundary.
That's such a good shot. It was nearly in the wicket-keeper's gloves there when Dinesh Mongia just got bat on the ball. Loose delivery which spied from Ashley Giles. Plays this so late, just gets a flick of the wrist, full face of the bat. Plays this so well. Oh yes. Oh no.
Mongia down the track. Consecutive boundaries. The 100 comes up. And like in the England innings, it's come up in quick time.
Well, once again, India have got a partnership going. Runs are plenty in this game in the first 15 overs. And yes, they will take Giles on.
Went off on his way. .106 for 2. Both these batsmen good players of spin. They don't mind using their feet, hitting over the top. Didn't quite time it. Luckily for him, even though it was in the air, it was in the gap. To save the single. David Lloyd mentioned earlier in the over, wickets are the key from England's point of view. They need to get wickets at regular intervals. That's what India did, and that's why they came back into the contest. 111 for 2. Flintoff into his 5th over now. Good over, maiden. It's still 111 for 2. Giles continuing.
Well, they're a very knowledgeable cricket crowd here in Mumbai. They'll have seen all the matches, and they'll have seen, particularly in the last game, where Ganguly.
Good over. 113 for 2. Just the single. That's nicely played. Good timing. Got into a good position. Ganguly. A couple of runs there to end the over. 118 for 2. Giles continuing. This match nicely balanced at this stage. As the ball gets older, he'll get more turn. And to tell you more in the commentary box, David Garr and Arun Lal.
121 for 2. Michael Vaughan comes into the attack.
He goes over the top. There was an invitation. He grabbed it with the spin. So that's 4. There's no long on. a wide-ish mid-wicket, hoping that he tries to go over the top to mid-on, and then with the turn play it into that wide-ish mid-wicket's reach. Not this time. 4 runs. If he keeps that leg stump line, he's going to create problems, and also quite easily be swept away for runs. Too easily taken this time. At the end of 23, it's 132 for 2.
Well, still a way to go, of course. And throughout this one-day series, we've seen all sorts of twists and turns and ups and downs, and sides that seem to have won games losing them, and vice versa. Well, he's hit that well again. First time really that he's had to have a big go at Ashley Giles. He's played it patiently until now.
I don't think this is really working for Nasir Hussain, at least not at the moment, keeping that long on position empty. He's given 2 boundaries. All the good work that they managed to achieve has just been converted into a 6 there.
Well, certainly carried, and Hussain had left the gap for some reason or other, as a tempter maybe. And the 6 takes Ganguly up to 51, so he's having a good night. 51 from 64. He's leading the way for India. Nicely struck. 8 runs from the over though, 143 for 2. Michael Vaughan starts his 3rd over. Tidy figures so far, 2 overs for 4. Well, he adjusted the shot. Just had to wait for the ball as it gripped on the pitch. 4 from the over, 147 for 2. 26 overs gone in this chase, 256 the target. And England finally making a move now, which suggests that Nasir Hussain has realised that a wicket is due, one way or t'other. Darren Goff's had a habit of coming back well throughout this tournament. His later spells, 2nd and 3rd spells, have often been productive for him. First ball, hit away down to deep cover. Three from Darren Goff's come back over, 150 for 2.
India need 4.61 per over. That's 2 of them. But it generally happens that the second half of the innings is when the pressure starts building.
Take 1 for that. It's one of those ones I'm sure actually Michael Vaughan wouldn't have quite realised when he first saw it how hard the ball had been hit and how far it was going to carry, because he didn't get himself in a position low down with his hands. Very pleased he was. Nicely struck. Ashley Giles doing wonderful work down there. We're going to have to check it. 3rd umpire, I'm sure, will be called to check that, to see whether or not the fielder was in touch with the rope as well as the ball. There's the sliding tackle. Might well be 4.
And that's what England needed, and Michael Vaughan has bowled very, very well in this little spell. Mongia coming down the wicket, deceived, and a good take from Foster.
Just when England wanted a wicket. Plenty of turn. Foster this time was balanced, stayed low. And Michael Vaughan has done the trick
for England. Mongia departs for 35, 155 for 3.